So I started the car one morning and got a check Powertrain on the dashboard come up and engine running rough. I put my OBD scanner onto the car and found that one of the cylinders is gone, injector issue, injector 2 circuit malfunction. I checked the spark plugs. This is from the malfunction cylinder. The next picture is from another cylinder. So spark plugs are pretty old actually in this car, about 5 years old. So this video is basically showing how to replace the injectors, and I also replaced the spark plugs as well. So first we need to relieve the fuel system of pressure. So we're going to remove the fuel filler cap and the fuel pump relay and then start the engine and leave it to die. Next I need to undo the negative terminal of the battery and take off the manifold inlet, air inlet. So I've just taken all the hoses off the manifold, so I can now unbolt the manifold, or the planium from the manifold. Yeah, I didn't video taking all these connectors off. I mean, there's the hoses here. So I'm now taking the planium from the top of the manifold. So all 4 of these middle bolts come on. Then this bolt here and this bolt here. So you leave the 2 deep ones. I'll take the whole planium and manifold. So now the planium's off and we can see the cylinders. So coils are here, spark plugs under there, fuel injectors are here. So what we're going to try and change. So now it's much easier to get to everything. And there's a metal gasket, so I'm not sure if I have to change the metal gasket. I've got a spare one anyway. So now I'm going to get to work and do the spark plugs and fuel injectors. And I'll do the plugs first. And I need to cover this up while I'm doing that so nothing drops down. So I've removed the fuel hose here. There's a little cap here, you can relieve pressure from this also. So like a bicycle, you can just put a screwdriver in there, relieve some pressure there, and then remove the main fuel hose. And I used this tool to do that. And now I've disconnected the fuel injector plug, and now I need to get the injector rail off the manifold here. I think I've unbolted 3 bolts. I think I just need to prise it off with my hands. So now the injectors and rail are out, all in one go. It was a bit tough, it's been there 15 years. So I just have to prise it from the front and back.
Yeah, basically. And they all came out together. This one came off the clip. This is the possible faulty one here, cylinder 2. So I'm just going to replace all of them. Okay, to get an injector off, we have to pull this. It says here this grey bit. Press and slide. Okay. Actually, we just use our fingers to do it. Yeah. Okay. Now that relieves the cable. There's a little cable bit, so you might have to put a screwdriver in here gently, because this electrical connection. Oh, there, it's popped off. So you might have to put the screwdriver in there just to prise that tag a little bit, and then we can take the injector clip off, the metal clip to your hands, and just easily take the injector out, the old injector out. There, and the O-ring is still in there, so we can just pull that out with a screwdriver. It's the old injector. That's the old one. That's the new one. We put the new one in. It's easy on. So there is fuel in here, so I think the O-ring will be okay. Just get a seal. So ease it in. Ease it in. Wiggle it around a little bit. When we come to put these seals here, probably put some WD-40 on there before it goes back into the engine. Okay, so this goes on. We put the metal clip back on. Okay. And then put the electrical connection in. Slide it down. Done. So the new injectors are on the rail now. You've got all the O-rings there. All connected up. So this is the cylinder that had a problem, cylinder 2, and let's check the electrical connection as well. It's alright on there. Right, so now I'm going to put it back in the engine. So I'm going to give the injector a bit of a spray with WD-40. You can dip them in petrol if you want. Just the O-rings, spray on the O-rings. So you really have to get in there and push down and make sure they're seated so that the injector rail lines up, is flush with the manifold, with the cylinders where it fixes. So they're pretty much in now. I'll screw them down. Be really, really careful doing these up so you don't drop anything in the cylinders. So torque setting for the Alloytec Holden Commodore VZ, 10 to 14. So I'll set it to 12. So now I'm going to put the the manifold back on. I'm going to reuse the gaskets, they're metal gaskets. I think I can reuse them. Oh, before I put that on, reattach the fuel cable. Just clips in. What else? Because this is easy access now. That should be it. This clip came out, so I'll put that back in. Right. Nice, it aligns really well. It's got a little aligning pin. Okay, so I'm just going to plug everything back in, step by step, and then yeah, start it up. So the manifold bolts go on first. So just check the plugs are all accessible because we're about to bolt everything up. Oh, cool. Right. So the torque setting on this is 23. These manifold bolts. So 23 on the torque. $23 is not much, to be honest. This other engine. But when I undid it, Holden had done it over tightened. Now connects up the hoses. And while I was disconnecting the hoses, I noticed a couple of them are gone. So this one's almost gone. And this one's split here. one's split. And that's it, just need to put the intake air pipe on. Just double check everything. Right. Now the battery to go back on. Now, we can try starting this thing. So obviously expecting some splutter and stuff while fuel goes through the system. Oh, let's put the fuel relay back in. Fuel pump relay. Let's try it. It's running good, and the error's gone. Powertrain error's gone. So let's just look for a driver. So I'm just checking the ODB to see what codes I get now, because before I had that injector failure, fuel injector circuit failure. So let's have a look. So all errors are cleared. Let's take it for a spin. So let's see how it drives. Seems normal so far. It was before the cylinder had trouble. So far very smooth. Yeah, it feels good. So probably that's fixed, so time will tell. Time will tell.